I love Dr. Pepper. It's so sweet, the taste of Dr. Pepper. It's a sugar. I love it.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. Now, it's been very weird this week. I only streamed on Monday, and I haven't streamed since. You know, it's kind of bad on my part, I know. I can't help it. Now that England is in lockdown, I found myself playing video games with my mates a lot more often. So I was generally putting stuff off for that. So I was putting these streams off, and I figure, you know, if I fail to make it known to my viewers early enough, then they are not going to be aware. So they might not even come at all. So after the stream doesn't come online for like a few minutes. So instead we're doing that, yeah. So today we're doing a triple header. We're doing a triple header just to make up for it. But bear in mind, on my early shifts now, I may not stream that often. At least until lockdown's over. And all the multiplayer gaming I'm doing with my mates finishes. Sometimes I put them on stream as well, but not this time, unfortunately. Apologies for that. So, you know, without further ado, we shall play Sankaku Renai first. I was sure to make sure I got onto Suzu's route before doing it again, so we'll just start it up now, and let's get started! Yes, indeedy.
Asa Project. 好きと好きとで三角恋愛
So yeah, I made sure to actually start the game on Suzu's route, because when I was going to do Suzu's route last time I streamed, we ended up somehow getting on Akane's route, which, you know, that was fine, because her routes are short, so it didn't really take that long to actually get through it. So let's start. A week has passed since we made it home in one piece after our big trip to Sumakami. I'm currently standing in the middle of the road as the sun's heat beats down on me unrelentingly. It's hot as balls out here. This heat is seriously going to roast me like a pig. Just as I'm starting to realize my own peril, though, a voice calls out to me.
Oi!
It's Maho-chan! Yay! Best girl. Best girl, definitely. At least for me. Maho comes running along the seaside road, the water flickering like a mirage from the heat. How the hell can you run in this heat? I would have collapsed in 2 seconds flat. Guess this fighting game gal has some IRL stamina too. Huh? What is it? Who else is it gonna be? The shock is so overwhelming that she takes a full step back, not even pausing to wipe the sweat from her brow. Following that, she narrows her eyes and stares at me questioningly. Yeah? Who else would it be? He's literally said it was him. No freaking shit, it's me! What's wrong with you? Oh, he's got a bit of a tan, does he? I got fried that bad? My sunburn's so bad even my own damn childhood friend doesn't recognize me. Yeah, you're like a Gyaru now, aren't you? Wait, what? That is very, very dark. What the fuck? So I'm not just cooked, I'm charred to the level of charcoal fucking black? God, I just hope I didn't cause permanent damage to my skin. If only I'd borrowed some sunscreen from Nanaru. I need your advice on something. Yeah, but can we go to the arcade and talk there? Okay, just Just making sure my mic's on. Best do it now, so I don't have to do more reading later. Oh, hold on a second. I'm transferring some of my old stream videos onto an external hard drive, so that just came up.
ちょうどよかった。ここしばらく行ってなくて腕がなまってたんだ。練習相手になってくれ。
Okay, just go easy on me, please. Sweet, let's get going then. Maho and I start walking toward the arcade. We make small talk along the way, just chatting about whatever. She doesn't try to poke at what's bothering me. She's probably given me the time to sort my thoughts and decide what I want to say. And thank goodness, because I definitely need it. Huh. After arriving at the arcade, we head straight for the fighting game section. Normally, those are the busiest arcade machines, aren't they, the fighting game ones? As luck would have it, there are 2 open machines for Maho's favourite game. We sit down in adjacent seats, throw in our coins and pick the 1v1 mode. She broaches the subject so casually as she can be, not removing her eyes from the character select screen. Well, I brood over what exactly to begin with, before realizing that I'm talking to my childhood friend, someone who knows me better than anyone. I can just lay it on her straight up. There's no need to beat around the bush. It's about Suzu. I don't think that's the case, is it? Well, not that exactly, but like, I proceed to give her the rundown on everything that's been happening with Suzu lately. Oh, okay. What's been happening with her lately? Morning.
Oh, ohayo.
It's summer break, but I've woken up at around the same time I regularly do on school days. That's actually pretty good. You've got a routine down, Sosuke. That's good. I have some homework I'm going to do in the morning, but I'll be free to chill and do whatever afternoon. My parents essentially forced this schedule on me, in hopes that I wouldn't spend my whole summer vacation being a couch potato. Nana and I have been obediently adhering to it thus far. Well, at great cost to her. You can only assume that she still stays up really late and has to get up in the morning. She doesn't get up well. Nanaru comes into the living room practically sleepwalking. It couldn't have been any clearer that she just woke up. At the rate she's going, it won't be too long before she's waking up at noon. But Suzu is quick to support her and keep her from falling over. Give her a light slap on the face, that might wake her up. I just love how Nanaru gives no fucks what people think about her. She's just, yeah, whatever. You could at least say good morning. Close enough. Hey, don't go back to sleep. When did you get to bed last night? It's just not good, is it? Yeah, Serera is best waifu, yada yada. Nanaru, wakey. Idol shows don't have those kind of scenes? What the fuck was she watching? Sounds more Avengers than Idolas to me. Oh, they did a drop there. Oh. And her sleepy brain is mixing them up. Fun. So watching them back to back got her head all mixed up? Of course. She'll only ever watch something that's not Idola if the voice actresses for Idola are actually in them. She forces a smile as she holds Nanaru still, keeping her from rocking like a pendulum. What kind of show was it, by the way? A roll cake? What does that have to do with Shining Wizard? That's a pro wrestling move! Wait, maybe that's the reason why Nanaru's swaying back and forth? Double wait! The two of them are so close they're watching anime together? Shit, why wasn't I invited? Girls' night in. You are not invited.
ほら、ナナル起きて。朝ごはんだよ。
Never forget, a good breakfast is will help you get up in the morning. Whenever I'm on the early shift at work, I'm always half asleep until I get to the break room and then have the breakfast, and then I feel better for a bit and then feel sleepy. I always get through it though.
やだよ、まだ眠いよ。寝かせてよ。夏休みなんだし。
Mind you, I can't really talk. I used to be like that over summer vacation as well. I'd normally, you know, sleep in late and stay up late.
子供か。
You're responding to yourself? And she went back to sleep after that?
夏休みだからってダラダラしちゃダメだよ。ほら起きて起きて。
Quick, splash your face with some, like, juice or something. Whatever's on hand.
やだ。
もうナナルってば、すずちゃんに迷惑かけて。
No points for guessing who the responsible sister is. At this point, Mum comes along, sighing in exasperation when she sees the unbecoming state Nana is in.
迷惑なんてそんなことないよ。
Because she's a good girl. At least during her route, anyway.
そんなことないです。
She stares guiltily down at the ground, probably worried she wasn't speaking politely enough around Mum. But Mum isn't bothered by it. She just smiles.
いいのよ、そんな堅苦しい話し方しなくても。むしろちょっと生意気なぐらいが私は嬉しいかな。
You should be. You're family now.
でも。
本人がいいって言ってるんだから遠慮するな。
If your blood dad tells you it's fine, then it's fine, Suzu, come on. Dad throws in a comment while reading the paper. He's clearly worried about Suzu.
ちらり。
No doubt. I saw that.
そんなことないよ。
Hate to say it, Pops, but you're busted.
ですやん。
My dad's not exactly the most secretive person on the planet. Let's just say that. Come on, Nanaru. Get it together, girl. Wake your ass up already!
ね、敬語なんてやめちゃえやめちゃえ。
Doesn't feel like home if you're not able to talk freely with your family.
次からそうする。
Atta girl, Suzu. Atta girl. Just gonna take my watch off. Bit uncomfortable. Especially when I'm leaning on the keyboard. Oh, what's that? That's adorable.
うんうん。
Huh?
お、
まあ。
今ママって言ったか？
It's like a baby's first word scene, this is.
お母さんは死んだお母さんのことを思い出すから。だからその。
Oh, Suzu. She trips and stumbles over her words before glancing over to me in need of assistance. I can tell she's worried over whether she should be calling Mom that. I give her a huge, firm nod to reassure her. Don't see anything wrong with that. Ain't that right, Dad?
Repeat, please.
What did you just say?
Repeat, please.
Say it again.
Yes, one more.
I guess that's their way of like acknowledging that she's actually speaking a different language to what's translated. So it's just change that to a different language as well, just to get the effect across. I imagine that's probably it.
Please, one more.
This is so. Oh, don't be like that. Mum and Dad stare at her, sparkly-eyed and grinning. She hesitates before taking in a deep breath and saying, "Mama." There it is. That's what she's been wanting to hear all along. For a moment, the living room is dead silent.
Yay!
祭りだ祭りだ。
You acknowledged her as your mom. Yay!
わっしゃーい。
Washai!
酒持ってこい。
Hey.
はいどうぞ。
Mom wastes no time and fills 2 beer mugs with an amber-coloured liquid. Wait, what are you doing? You two have to go to work in a bit.
構うもんか。祝いだ祝い。
イエーイ
My, these parents can be awfully irresponsible sometimes.
麦茶だこれ
Oh, that's good then. Drink that.
イエーイ
Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. You don't even care? Why are you acting drunk after drinking freaking tea? They're acting way too hyped up. This doesn't make sense.
構わんどうせ気分で酔える
Okay.
そうよ、大事なのは気分よ。
True. I guess that's when people say, like, give someone, they tell them it's alcohol when it's not actually alcohol, but they still get drunk. That's probably what that is.
ウェーイ
ウェーイ
Holy hell. They're really throwing a party. She could never have thought or imagined that was going to happen. Our parents ignore the concern on our faces as they continue to jump and prance around over barley tea. It feels like they've wrapped Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, and both their birthdays into one. And Nana is out for the count as well. How can you be asleep with all this noise? Just get back up, you damn sloth! There you go. That's what I was waiting for. Just give her a slap. I give Nanaru 100% power, double slap right across the cheeks. Even Sleeping Beauty would have woken up from the shock and pain of that.
何する
Well, she's awake now. See, I told you. That's all she needs to do. I'm not going to let you sleep your way out of helping us deal with them.
の？逃げるって何話？
The fuck? Unaware of what exactly has transpired during her time asleep, Nanaru looks up. She instantly blinks in disbelief at the sight.
わーっしょいわーっしょい
Oh no, they're lifting her up!
わーっしゃいわーっしゃい
Oh dear. Put her down, you mad people! She's gonna join in.
何よこれ
No, thank God. She seems down to earth at least. Now you see what I've been dealing with while you were getting your beauty sleep.
なんで鈴が胴上げされてんの？
I guess that's the only way they can do it other than the CG, and I don't think they want to throw too many CGs in.
なんで宙を待ってる子守へ鈴？
She's spinning? Oh jeez.
これ祝い？祭り？私が寝てる間に何があったの？
お起きたかななる
Come join us.
あんたも参加しなさいさあ早く
I knew that was gonna come.
は？え？なんで私？もう私はいいからナナルにも胴上げやってあげて
Yeah, toss her. I'm sure she likes it.
おおそうかそうか
Oh, Suzu, you got her dragged in.
よーし次はナナルね
My parents lower Suzu to the ground, her eyes spinning, then set their sights on Nanaru. Poor girl doesn't even know what's going on. They immediately pick her up and throw her up so hard she almost crashes into the ceiling.
わっしょーい
わっしょーい
Oh my god. This is how they're like drunk? Jeez. She shrieks in vain as my parents make her their plaything. Suzu, on the other hand, sighs a big sigh of relief. She's taken refuge beside me after using Nanaru as a sacrifice. I sacrificed Nanaru to get the fuck out of there!
びっくりした。
You okay?
私は大丈夫。ナナルを。
Yes, you've sacrificed her. And she has no clue what's going on.
わっしょーい
I really don't want to get caught up in their madness, so I'm just gonna leave them be. At least this will keep Nanaru from falling back asleep. Well, yeah, I guess that is a good point, actually. Nice job, Suzu. Anyway, as shocked as I am that they started throwing you up in the air like that, I'm also kind of shocked that you called Mom Mommy. Why the change?
何かあったという。
She smiles awkwardly as she uses her hand to comb her hair back in place.
今ならママって呼んでも許してくれるかなと思って。
Well, you clearly made her very happy. Of course she'd be okay with that. Mom doesn't care.
それに私もやっと つけられそうだったから。
Just so long as they don't keep doing that to you every time you say it. Oh, really? Mom treated me like I was her own child from the day we met. Since I was so young, I got used to it immediately, and it wasn't long before I started calling her Mom. But Suzu's a lot older than I was at the time, and the older you get, the harder it is to adjust to these sorts of things. I understand how my little sister feels, so I act like any good older brother should, and pat her on the shoulders. I'm happy for you, Suzu. The fact that Mum was okay with it really seems to have lifted a weight off Suzu's shoulders. What a pleasant morning indeed. Well, aside from... F's for Nanaru, please.
お祭りだ
今夜はごちそうだ。
So why did you make Nanaru take the fall?
ナナルなら許してくれるかなと思って。
Maybe. I think she'll hold it for a bit at least. Right. I guess her heartless betrayal of Nanaru is just proof that she's one of the family now. I'm surprised she's not sick yet. Thanks, Nanaru. You really saved our asses.
何さとったような笑顔で見てんのよ。あとなんで二人とも少しずつ遠ざかってんのよ。助けるバカ。
Good luck, Nanaru.
ナナル、目が覚めてよかったね。いいからさっさと止めろ。
Oh dear. So yeah, that's the gist of what happened. Well, that was some way to start this stream, wasn't it?
それは良かったな。
Events I just summarized happened 3 days ago. Mom cooked a feast that night, like she said she would, and they even added some decorations that made it seem like they were adding Halloween and Easter into the mix as well.
なんだかいい話に聞こえるんだが、気のせいか？
She tilts her head questioningly, but keeps her eyes glued to the game machine. She's completely focused on the story, yet still playing at peak performance. It's like her hands have a mind of their own. Me, on the other hand, I'll probably lose the second I allow my mind to wander towards the conversation. Yeah, it is a good thing, but there's something bothering. Ah! Crap, I let my guard down for 1 second and now she's locking me into infinity.
気になること？
Yeah! I just barely managed to break out of her combo and create some space between our characters, allowing me to continue the conversation. Suzu's got a kind heart. She's always loved helping people out and making them happy, but you probably know that.
言われてみればそうだったな。ちょっと困っていたらさっと手助けしてくれたり、誕生日とか結構凝ったものプレゼントしてくれたり。
She was such a sweet, sweet summer child. Right. Well, selfless aspect of her personality has kind of shot up big time. This happened the morning after Suzu called Mom Mummy. I opened the door and stepped out into the hallway, only to find Mum teetering around like a zombie.
おはよう、そうすけ。頭痛いよ。
That's what you get for being so overly excited, Momiji. That's what happens when you spend all evening drinking and partying, Mom.
君がママと呼んだから、昨日はママ記念日。
I wonder if they did that when he was a little kid. Talk about rip-offs.
二日酔いだ。
Great to hear, Dad.
頭痛い。
Hey, you didn't drink, did you? You didn't even drink any, you hack.
そのはずなんだけど、なんというか気分的に。
The smell of alcohol, maybe? Being able to get drunk with zero alcohol? I'm sure a lot of people would love that ability. Shame it still comes with the hangover, though.
頭痛い。でもお仕事行かなきゃ。
Got a little too carried away, didn't we?
とりあえず水が飲みたい。
Yep, don't forget, drink your water, guys. If you want to keep yourself from getting headaches on the light, you need to keep yourself hydrated. Damn, are you guys seriously going to be alright?
大丈夫って だといいな。
You're giving up before you're even heading to work? And so I'm forced to support my hungover parents until they make it to the living room. I don't mind my parents celebrating. I just wish they exercised this thing called restraint.
もうダメ。
Oh, don't you go doing that now. Oh, shut it. You didn't even drink. Add one magically hungover Nanaru to the list of people I have to drag to the living room. The moment I open the door...
みんなおはよ
She's always up early, isn't she? I see Suzu in the kitchen.
すずどうしたんだ？
Ah, she's making them breakfast. She's so sweet.
う。早い時間に目が覚めたから朝ごはん作ってみたの。
Aww. She gestures over to the table, which is filled with piping hot food. Oh, looks good. It's not quite as vibrant as Mom's feast from yesterday, but all the little bowls filled with Japanese-style food look perfect. Absolutely perfect.
どうしたのこれ。昨日冷蔵庫空っぽにしちゃったから食材なんてほとんど入ってなかったのに。ちょっと行ったところに朝早くからやってるスーパーあるよね。そこでいろいろ買ってきたの。
How early did she get up?
わざわざ早起きして作ってくれたの？
Oh man, I don't think she can take this. Mom covers her mouth, flabbergasted and trembling in delight. I'm pretty sure I can even see tears in the corners of her eyes.
そんな大したメニューじゃないけど。あとお父さんとママにこれ。
弁当？
Jesus, how so sweet.
今日も暑いからご飯は梅干しの混ぜご飯にしてハムも下茹でしたから食中毒とかは大丈夫だと思うよ。
Jeez. Yes. If you didn't know already, Suzu would make a perfect wife for anyone.
お弁当を作るだけじゃなくて食中毒の心配までしてくれたの？あ、お父さんのスーツアイロンかけておいたよ。あっちのハンガーにかかってるから。
Seriously, how early did she get up to do all this?
こんなに暑いのにアイロンかけてくれたのか？
そうだ、昨日ナナルが見たいって言ってたアニメの特番の録画予約だけど時間がずれてたから直しておいたよ。え、マジで？うわ、絶対見たいやつだったから録画失敗したら泣いてたわ。それと兄さん。
Oh, what's up?
ごめん、何もないの。
Oh. You don't have to frown about it. After that exchange, we all take our seats at the table and dig into breakfast.
もしかしてこれ一人で作ったのか？
心がしみじみする味なんじゃ。
That's what happens when someone as sweet as Suzu puts her heart into making you food.
なんというか和食って安心するな。だしもきちんと取ったんだな。インスタントだしでは出ない味わい深さが。
ごめんなさい。だしは顆粒のやつを使ったの。
Busted. Trying to earn some brownie points, are you?
美味しければ何でもいいじゃない。
As I watch my parents and Nanaru smack their lips, I timidly reach my chopsticks out for an egg roll. The fried egg squidges in my chopsticks, wobbling and threatening to fall apart as I raise it up. I normally prefer soy sauce with my eggs, but it feels like a waste to dirty the exquisite colour of these rolls with brown liquid. The moment it enters my mouth, the flavours seem to melt over my tongue. This is so delicious! Yeah, these eggs have just the right amount of fluffiness. And the pickled vegetables are great too. The seasoning on the pickled cucumber is just perfect. This shit is great! I seriously can't get enough of this rice. My hands are working like a machine shoveling this stuff in my mouth.
ご飯おかわり。
Hey, leave some for me!
大丈夫だよ。たくさんご飯炊いたから。
Suzu takes our empty rice bowls and fills them right back up. After that, she flashes us a big smile, satisfied that we're enjoying her breakfast.
よかった。私の料理っておばあちゃん仕込みだから口に合うか不安だったから。
Good tasting food is good tasting food.
いやいや最高だよ。合いまくりだよ。 のベストマッチ。
Wow, her grandma must have been a really good cook. Amen. Nanaru and I keep chowing down, not even giving our hands a second of rest. The food is absolutely amazing, don't get me wrong, but there is one thing I don't quite understand. Why'd you just up and decide to do this all of a sudden? And for as much as I'm praising Suzu's breakfast, that isn't to say that Mum's cooking is bad or anything. It's not. But apparently her expertise lies in Western style food, so we don't get many opportunities to try the Japanese stuff currently on our dining room table. Maybe that's why it's leaving such a powerful impression on us.
急にっていうか、おばあちゃんにキッチンはその家の母親の聖域だから勝手に触っちゃダメって言われてたから。だから今までほとんどキッチンに入らなかった。
Okay, guys, I'll just be back in a second. Okay guys, sorry about the wait, I'm back now. I was going to ask my little brother what he wanted for takeaway tonight because he's going to be at work. He wanted a Chinese, but the Chinese are going to close by the time he gets back, so guess we're going to have to get something else instead.
そっか、気遣ってくれてたのね。ありがとう。でもいいのよ。遠慮しなく。
Mom, can you please not talk with your mouth full? Completely ruined the moment.
いやー、でもすずって本当に料理上手ね。これから忙しい時は料理作ってって甘えちゃいさ。
Gonna be Mommy's little helper.
いいの？作ってくれるの？作りたいです。作りたいの。
Oh.
無理しないでいいんだぞ。勉強もあるんだから。
大丈夫。お料理好きだから作らせてもらえると嬉しいな。ほんと？じゃあ忙しい時とかは頼んでもいい？
She is taking an awful lot on herself, isn't she now? Say what you want, but all that work's gonna pile up. She nods vigorously and with glee. Mom and Suzu have been getting along just fine, but I don't know. It didn't feel like a real mother-daughter relationship. That manifested in the way they talked to one another, how they'd go about asking each other for favours, and so on. It's like there was some invisible line they were afraid of crossing. Of course, me, Nanaru, and Dad noticed this, but we didn't want to point it out and make them feel awkward. Thankfully, though, it now seems like the wall between them has been bridged for good. Of course, the father's so proud. Dad. I start to feel a gentle tug on my heartstrings as I watch my dad get teary-eyed. This is the daughter he lost custody of in a divorce, and his second wife we're talking about here. He was probably a million times more worried than I was over how they would get along. Seeing the two of them smiling and interacting like a true mother and daughter probably has him feeling so overcome with emotions. You don't have to say that. What is it with you people and ruining emotional moments? And in the most cliched way ever, would a bit of originality have killed the man? And little white lie isn't going to hurt anyone.
でもすずって本当にすごいわね。料理もできて掃除もできて気が利いて。
Maybe that's part of her mother, her real mother's influence on her.
完璧超人すぎない。ほんとね。そういえば 誰かさんはどうだったかな。
Jesus Christ. 3 ad bots with the same ad all at once. God damn it.
鈴が眩しすぎて五光が。
Oh no, Nanaru! Come back to us, Nanaru!
ナナルが浄化され
She's a demon.
た。されとらんわ。
Of course she's not. She's way too strong-willed for that. Ah, she's been resurrected.
私はアンデッドか吸血鬼か何かなの？そんな邪悪な存在じゃないし。
FYI, God. My little sister can't be this monstrous.
ラノベのタイトル？
Well, almost.
すごい。
Huh?
すごい。ナナルが今消えてみせたのってすごいね。今のマジックどうやってやったの？
Breaking the fourth wall.
その浄化されるというか、グワーみたいというか、悪役みたいというか。
Nanaru panics as Suzu approaches her, teeming with curiosity. She makes the most incredible expression when she's at a loss. Can't blame her much for it, though. I wouldn't know how to answer such an innocent question either.
ちゃうんや。マジック違うんや。
What kind of mix and match dialect are we going for here?
マジックじゃないの？さようでござる。
Hey, don't start talking like Kara. If that was your attempt at a Kara impression, it sucked ass.
マジックじゃないんだ。ナナルすごいね。もしかして魔法使いだったりしちゃうの？
Yeah. No.
いや、あれはパワーというか演出というか。痛い。純粋な視線が痛い。
Nanaru takes a critical hit from Suzu's sparkling gaze. Believe it or not, Nanaru is super easy to control. Just look at her with the puppy dog eyes and she'll immediately cave. My little sister is so pure. She's so darling, I can't stand it. And what's more, she's beautiful, can cook, and has a wonderful personality. I'm staring at literal perfection. Did I seriously come from the same mother as this person?
さすがは俺の娘だな。すずは本当にすごいな。
お父さん褒めすぎだよ。
Blush, you earned it.
いやいや、そんなことはないぞ。自慢の娘だ。こんな娘を持つことができて、父さんは誇らしいぞ。
そうよ、すずはすごい子よ。
Incredible Suzu. My parents lavish praise on Suzu while Nanaru writhes on the floor, slowly turning to ash. No, Nanaru, don't die!
そういえば役立たずのお二人はいつになったら家事を手伝ってくれるのかな？
You didn't even correct yourself! Did you just correct yourself only to say the exact same thing? Words hurt, Mom!
夏休みだからって毎日ゴロゴロゲームしたりアニメ見たり、ちゃんと宿題してるの？勉強は？
Normally on the last few days.
してるよ、一応。まあぼちぼちと。
And Nanaru needs the studying more than anyone.
やってないのね。可愛くすがるような目をしてもダメ。
You're busted.
なんだよ、別に夏休みなんだから休んでもいいじゃん。休みなのに宿題なんてある方がおかしい。
To keep your brain working. Are you seriously arguing back with her?
ゲームしたりアニメ見たりするのってそんな悪いこと？スポーツに夢中になって勉強しないやつには誰も何も言わないのに。オタク差別反対、ヘイトスピーチ反対。
God damn it, Nanaru.
差別反対。
Where are you even going with this conversation now? For as much as she loathes school, this girl can be seriously cunning. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm actually quite jealous of that. But it's hard to sympathize with her when she starts going crazy with her logic. I really just wish she'd give it a rest.
部活は別にいいのよ。体育系でも文化系でも。私も部活やってるし。
Yeah, a lazy club that does nothing.
内申点アップする活動はやってる？部活をやることによって手に入るメリットは何？
She got you there.
もっと言うなら進学する時の作文に書けることやってる？
ぐぬぬ、親世代らしからぬ目の付けどころ。
But the right way.
チクセウ、進学を盾に取られたら学園生は黙るしかない。なんてことだ。地獄だ。この世は地獄だ。
You have a really good life, Nanaru. No complaining.
ナナル、しっかりして。
Throwing a right tantrum she is. Suzu immediately rushes over to Nanaru, who's now rolling on the floor, screaming and shouting. Sadly, there's no stopping her when she started throwing a hissy fit.
比較されて落ちていく私たちの評価。もうダメ。そうだ、堕落しよう。そうしよう。喉乾いた。喉乾いた。
Get me a drink, you bitch! So now you're acting like a spoiled brat?
喉乾いたの？はい、ナナル、ジュースだよ。
I think this is where he's getting at now. Hearing her plea, Suzu immediately fills a cup with some juice, sticks in a straw and brings it over.
チューチュー、チューチュー。ママ。
Oh god.
よちよち。ママはここですよ。
Oh, damn it, you're spoiling her. Suzu, please.
これがバブミ。
The mummy girlfriend. Can we not?
バブバブ。
Stop it. No. You're so afraid of having to be independent, you reverted to an infant?
おっと、そろそろ出社しなければ。行ってくる。
ママも行ってきます。すず、お弁当ありがとう。
Aren't you gonna do something about your other daughter?
いってらっしゃい。バブー。
Everyone's just gonna accept this as normal? What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Fucking hell, Nanaru. And that's the story of how Nanaru ended up mentally de-aging back into a toddler.
おう、なんてこった。
Suzu, you shouldn't reinforce her like that. She's so shocked that her mouth can't keep up with her words. It's like she's being badly dubbed over. Now, if Nanaru's baby transformation was the only issue at hand, I could handle that on my own. But the story only gets worse from there on out. Thanks to that, Suzu's indulgent nature only spiraled more and more out of control.
兄さん、お昼ご飯作ったよ。
She's effectively taking on the mother role, isn't she?
バブバブ。
Oh, for crying out loud! Start acting your damn age again! We need to get our homework done sooner. Summer break's gonna be over before we know it.
数学わからないよ。
Nana is back with us. Is that the only subject giving you trouble?
あと英語と原告と古文とその他もろもろ。
Basically everything. Jesus, you could have just said everything.
大丈夫？
Don't do the work for her, Suzu.
わかってるよ。答えを教えたりなんてしないもん。
Just very concerned that you reinforced her toddler face. Thanks. She'll never learn the material if she doesn't have she has someone else do it for her.
ケチ。ところでナナル、どこがわからないの？23ページの問い6とか。そっか。問い6か。
I hope she's just going to tell her the answer. Suzu flips through the summer homework math booklet they were given. It looks like she's already way past the problem Nanaru's on.
あれれ、この問題見たことがあるぞ。
Are you even trying to be subtle about this? A goddamn 10-year-old could do a better job of hinting at something.
なんだったかな。どこで見たのかな。あ、思い出した。参考書の48ページだ。参考書48ページ。
She goes right to the stack of textbooks near to her, pulls out the math one, and starts flipping through the pages.
あった。これを参考にすれば解ける。
That's literally what you meant to do. Unorthodox yet useful advice from Suzu.
アドバイスなんてしてないよ。ナナルが実力で回答への手がかりを見つけただけだもん。
Literally telling her what page it was on and which book it was in. Well, if that's fine with you, I'm not gonna say anything.
やっべえ、わかんね
Bad luck. The advice doesn't penetrate Nanaru's cranium. What a sad state of affairs.
え。
And now she's like, what do I do? Don't just stand there making a sad face. You can help her do the problem without just giving her the answer.
やってみる。お願い、すず。私にはもうすずしかおらんのじゃ。
Put in some effort yourself, you lazy ass. Fast forward later that day. I'm back.
あ、兄さん、出かけてたの？
Yeah, just to the store. Here, I got you a drink.
ありがと
I had to drag myself through the scorching heat, but the smile on Suzu's face makes it all worth it.
う。あ、そうだ。兄さんの部屋、片付けしておいたよ。
Oh, thanks. Wait, was my room even in that much of a mess?
お部屋は綺麗だったよ。だから普段は掃除しないところとか。
Oh, I guess behind all the cabinets and stuff, right? The way her voice just trailed off gives me a really, really bad feeling. As in?
ベッドの下の本とか。まとめて机の上に置いておいたよ。
Not the porn mag stash! No! My porn collection! Fast forward a bit more.
ただい
今日も暑かったな。
It's evening, and my parents just got back from work.
おかえりなさい。お風呂沸いてるよ。
お、嬉しいな。汗かいて風呂に入りたかったんだ。
Don't you let your wife go first?
さて、ご飯炊かないと。
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
ご飯炊いておいたよ。
ほんと？助かるわ。
She's gonna make everyone lazy.
ご飯炊いただけだよ。
She's really trying her hardest, and that's really admirable.
でも、なんだか家中ピカピカじゃない？
ちょっとだけお掃除したの。
Yeah, a little.
なんだかいい匂いがするな。これは柑橘系か？
ちょっと匂いがこもってる感じだったから、レモンティーを作った時に使ったスライスレモンを煮たの。天然の芳香剤ですっきりするっておばあちゃんに教わったの。
That's interesting.
いいおばあちゃんね。
Well, had.
おばあちゃんにいろいろ教えてもらったから。あ、でも洋食はあんまり得意じゃないみたいで。
Is this time for some mummy-daughter bonding time?
もし嫌じゃなかったらママにお料理教えてほしいなって。
いいよいいよ。いくらでも教えちゃう。
Finally get to show her my skills.
もう、すずってばなんていい子なの。
Oh, she is.
ナナルなんて食べる専門で料理教えてなんて言ったことないのに。
Huh, I wonder who she gets that from. But Mom, do you have to keep dragging down Nanaru like this? I'm starting to feel a bit bad for her. I doubt she finds these constant comparisons very funny.
夕飯楽し
On second thought, I completely take back that thought. God, she's so strong-willed. Or maybe she just couldn't care less about being insulted.
み。だって私食べる専門だし。
She has no shame. That's just terrible reasoning.
そんなことないよ。ナナルは何でも美味しそうに食べてくれるから作りがいあるよね。空見ろほれ見ろ、ナナルちゃん最強ウェイ。
No, you're not. Wipe that smug-ass look off your face. I doubt this little shit even knows what the word humility means.
さーて何作ろうかしら。すずは洋食だと何が好き？
ちょっと子供っぽいかもしれないけど。
Hamburg steak?
大丈夫大丈夫。親にとって子供は永遠に子供なんだし。
As beautiful as that is, the fact that it's coming from the laziest person on the planet ruins it. Why the hell is she even part of that conversation? She's not teaching anyone jack shit. Hey, Suzu.
ご飯作るから。
No, look. You don't have to keep working so hard.
何が？
Oh, that look of pure and utter confusion puts me at a loss for words. Even if I'm perplexed by this sudden change in Suzu, nobody's forcing these things on her. She's doing work around the house because she enjoys it. Maybe I was wrong to try and say something. So with that, I decide to shut my mouth. Zip!
すず、夕飯の準備しよう。
兄さんごめんね。話はご飯の後でもいい？
Sure.
それで、悩んで私を呼び出したのか？
Yeah, that's right! Maho unleashes her super on me, and my character falls to the ground in defeat. Fucking hell, why does she have to be so ridiculously good at these games? I feel like I was wrong to question things.
いや、間違ってはいないと思うぞ。
Oh?
ただ、すずも間違っているとは思わないな。
Yeah, I agree with you there. Things continued mostly the same after that point where I left off. Suzu worked tirelessly around the clock doing various chores around the house, though that isn't to say she didn't enjoy every second of it. As long as she likes it and she's not going overboard, I guess it's not a problem. She's kind of going about it like it's second nature to her. For her, it's probably just about making us happy.
人に対して心を許すと、ナナルみたいにだらけたりするのが普通だと思うんだが、すずの場合は逆なんだろう。
Yeah, I know she's doing all of this out of the kindness of her heart, because she loves us and all. Like, I appreciate it, but part of me feels like I needed to stop.
頑張りすぎて、体を壊したりしないか心配だな。
Only a natural assumption, to be honest. Well, that too.
他に何か心配事があるのか？
I don't know if you'd call it a concern exactly, but the more Suzu shows off like this, the worse me and Nanaru look by comparison. Oh, it's all selfish reasons, is it, Sosuke? Now the truth comes out. Our value is crashing harder than the post-Brexit pound. There you go, you can date the game now. Date the game.
Oh.
Indeed. Oof. You don't even want to know what happened after dinner that night.
まだあるのか？
It's nearly spent an hour on these flashbacks. She seems almost afraid to ask. But little does she know, I still haven't even gotten to the main part of the story. Fucking hell, it's been an hour! Yeah, there's more.
はい、ナナル、お茶どうぞ。
Suzu had tea prepared for Nanaru not even a minute after she got out of the bath. Of course, with a straw in the cup and everything.
ありがとう。チューチュー、チューチュー。いい子ですね。美味しいですか？
Don't say it like that! You're pretending you're breastfeeding her?
さてさて、食器片付けないと。
もう洗っておいたよ。
The fuck?
ほんと？ありがとう。
I guess everyone's gonna become lazy at this rate. She's gonna be like a maid who enjoys what she does.
そろそろ寝るか。今日は暑いし、クーラーが効くまで眠れそうにないな。
お父さん、寝室のクーラーさっきつけておいたよ。そろそろ涼しくなってるんじゃないかな。
おお、助かる。
God damn, Suzu. She's like a monster. You know, a good monster, but a monster.
すずがいてくれると、ほんと生活が快適になって嬉しいわ。
Alright.
そうかな。そうだといいな。
それに比べて、チラリ。
Oh dear.
すずみたいにとまではいかなくても、ナナルやソウスケがもうちょっとうちのお手伝いしてくれたら助かるんだけどな。
Really, you really should. It's really important. Oh, sorry about that, Mom.
ひょー。
Nana and I kneel on the floor in shame after Mum scolds us. Before Suzu arrived, both Nana and I let Mum do 100% of the housework. Frankly, the only thing I knew about cooking is some things taste good and others things don't. So I probably shouldn't have even been going off on Nana about her lack of culinary skills earlier.
まあまあそんなこと言わないで。兄さんもナナルも自分なりに頑張ってるんだからゆっくり見守ってあげて。
Talk about a neat thing to say.
しかもダメニートを量産するやつだ。
ニート予備軍が何を言ってるんだか。
True.
ニート違います。学園生です。じゃあ卒業した後は
Here we go.
未来ってのは白紙の地図さ。歩いてるうちに自然とできてるものだよ。
That includes actually doing stuff that actually gets you somewhere in the present. Wow, did you pull that one straight out of an inspirational quotes website or something? Holy hell, guys, we've got the second coming of Aristotle here.
そうだよね。未来なんて誰にもわからないもんね。
She's reinforcing all these bad habits.
先のことを急いで決めなくてもいいと思うよ。
Suzu, you are an actual saint. Only a saint would be willing to show that much kindness to someone with no motivation for self-improvement. But too much kindness can be deadly, and we're seeing that right now. If she keeps encouraging our behaviour, we might seriously become 30-year-olds who live in their parents' basements. I'm glad I'm 31 and living, well, with my little brother, but, you know, away from my parents. I'm so tired. Guess I'll take a bath and go to bed. I'm too tired to think about things anymore tonight. I'll save that for another day. I grab my pajamas and head into the bathroom, where I hear a voice calling to me.
あ、兄さん。
Suzu? I look up and see Suzu right outside the bathroom door. Oh, were you gonna take your bath now?
そのつもりだったんだけど。
Nah, that's alright. You can go first. Just let me know when you're done, okay?
そうじゃなくて一緒に入ろうと思って。
Whoa! Hold the fuck up! Wait, what? I have to stop and take a moment to process what she just said. What exactly am I taking with you?
兄さんとお風呂に。
Ah, okay, gotcha. You just wanted me to hop into the bath with you.
背中流してあげるね。
Seeing her smile and nod so joyfully, my expression loosens a bit. But... Hold up! I can't take a bath with you. That's wrong on way too many levels.
どうして？
Do I really even need to say?
昔はいつも一緒にお風呂入ってたよ。
You're a woman now, Suzu. You're a woman. Okay, yes, but that was a long time ago. How old do you think we are now?
ダメだよ、兄さん。
What? Why not?
年齢のことを考え始めたら、このゲーム発禁になっちゃうかもしれないんだよ。
Oh my god, she's actually got a point. That's what you're worried about? Look, what I'm trying to say is like, we're both adults now. Do you see what I'm talking about? Right? Whew. Thank goodness Suzu's such a smart girl. I knew she'd eventually get it.
そうだよね。裸はちょっと恥ずかしいもんね。
Exactly.
水着持ってくるから待っててね。
That's not any better! Don't give me that what face! Look, here, let me give you an analogy. Unfortunately for me, it seems my little sister sees no issue with two siblings of opposite sex bathing together. Wait a sec. I distinctly remember her getting embarrassed when I was stumbled upon her and Nana in the bath at the summer commie. Was something different then? Just keep in mind, this is strictly an analogy, nothing more. Let's say when you get a bit older, you find yourself a boyfriend who you're planning to marry.
やだ、兄さんを残して結婚なんかしない。
Right? And I ain't about to let some punk-ass mofo lay his hands on my little sister either. She got you. Suzu!
ってミイラ取りがミイラになってんじゃねえか。
Nigga! Nana suddenly bursts onto the scene and knocks me clean off my feet.
兄さん。
And that's what happened.
なんというか。うん。ブラコンとシスコンは計画的に卒業しような。
I can get it. They've been away for many years, so she hasn't probably grown out of that phase yet. But I think we're gonna get some sweet home Alabama here. It's not like that. I can see how you'd arrive at that conclusion, but please.
そういうことにしておこう。
Believe me, damn it!
まあ、それはさておいて、すずは頭のいい子なんだから、ちゃんと話せば分かってくれるんじゃないか。
Yeah, but that's not the only problem. So, get this. Yesterday, I was about to go to the store, right? So Suzu wanted to come along and I said sure. First she wanted to carry the basket, then it was the grocery bags. And at the end she even tried to carry me! What the fuck?
あの細腕で持てたのか?
Well, no. She dropped me after 3 seconds. Suzu, what the fuck?
だよな.
It was clearly not happening, so who knows why she tried to do it. To make matters worse, my heart started racing a mile a minute after she picked me up, for more than one reason. What do you think, Maho?
さすがに行き過ぎだと思う。
I know, right? She feels more like a maid than a family member at this point.
そうだな。それも、宗介専属のメイドだ。
As much as I'd like to believe otherwise, she's kinda right. She pointed out what I was intentionally trying to avoid acknowledging all this time.
親御さんにバレたら勘違いされかねないぞ。シスコンは病気だから仕方ないとしても、あと何歩か踏み込んだら犯罪だからな。
I'm not trying to screw my sister, for the last time! Besides, my parents already know about us.
なんて言ってるんだ?
Like, they know everything. Even feels like they're cheering us on to be more affectionate. Oh my god. As for Nanaru, well, she occasionally remembers to throw in her cheeky remark, but she basically spends most days lazing around like she's Suzu's pet cat.
太平洋のように心の広い家庭だな。もしくは頭のネジが飛んでいるというか。
No doubt, no doubt.
いや、すずの方はメイドというか、優しくじわじわと家の主導権を握って支配者になってきているというか。
Kind of.
ああ、これがひさしを借りて母屋を取るというやつか。格好は他の鳥の巣に卵を産んで巣を乗っ取らせるというか。まさかすずはかつての復讐として小森家家の乗っ取りを企んでいるとか。
With this vision novel and how it's gone, I wouldn't be totally shocked if that was the case.
ありえるぞ。格ゲーではよくある感じの復讐者設定みたいな。すずの復讐方法は少しばかりマイルドだが。
I couldn't hear all of that, you know. Oh, I could hear all that, you know.
なんだって？
You didn't realize?
ダメだ。思ったことを正直に言ってしまう。素直すぎる自分の性格はずっと前から直したいと思っていたんだが。しかもついドラマ仕立てで面白くなりそうな方向に想像の翼を広げてしまうもう一つの悪癖と合わせて幼馴染を苦しめることになろうとは。
When did you get all these problems? First I've ever heard of any of it.
宗介、私はどうすればいい?
You're here to help me, Maho. You know, the whole thing with Suzu. You are my counselor, not the other way around, okay? At some point, this conversation went way off the rails, so I forced it back on topic.
悪い。つい友達の抱える状況がカオスすぎて混乱した。
Imagination running wild. Trust me, I know how awful it is.
泣くなって。わかった。大丈夫。ちゃんと考えるから。とはいえ、悪いことをしてるのをやめさせるだけならともかく。
I completely understand why she's so stumped. It's one thing to stop someone with bad intentions, but stopping someone with good intentions? She's really serious about this, so if I lay it on her too harshly, I'll definitely hurt her feelings. You got any ideas?
私に相談されても。
I'm not saying you have to do anything yourself, just like something that'll point me in the right direction. That'd be a huge help.
そうだな。じゃあ、どうしてそうなったのか考えよう。
What do you mean?
そうだ。どうにかする理由がわからないなら、まずは原因を考えてみないか？
The fact that she's a brocon? Causes. I can't think of any, to be honest.
私の記憶だと、小さい頃の鈴は宗介にべったりだったよな。どこに行くにも、何をするにも。
He did kind of shape the person she was today. Really?
覚えてないのか？鈴が引っ越すまで、私が宗介と二人だけで遊んだのって学校ぐらいだっただろう。いつも鈴が一緒だった。
She really did love her big bro when she was small. Now that you mention it, Suzu, Maho, and I. The three of us were always together back in those days. No matter where we went or what we did. Do you remember that time you, me, and Suzu got on the train without telling our parents and rode it to the next station over?
少ない小遣いをかき集めてな。何も買えなかったけど、歩いてるだけで楽しかった。
Oh, they were cheeky little kids, weren't they? Yeah, it really was fun.
ああ、ほんと、いつも一緒だったな。
Were you okay with Suzu always tagging along with us?
まさか。
Who couldn't love her? I mean, just ignore all the other routes from now to this point. If this was the first route we were doing, it's understandable why they would, because she's such a sweetheart.
妹ができたみたいで嬉しかったよ。だから、宗介の親が離婚しておばさんが鈴を連れて行った。私も寂しかった。お前ほどじゃないにしてもな。私には今の鈴をどうやって止めるかって理由は思いつかない。だけど気持ちは少しだけわかる気がするんだ。あれだけ毎日一緒にいたのに、いきなり宗介と引き離されて何年も会えなかったんだ。
Maybe the divorce was mainly to blame for this whole situation. Yeah, but like, she's already been back for 3 months. Why now?
もみじおばさんと名乗るに遠慮してたんだろう。鈴はそういう気遣いができる子だからな。気にしすぎるとも言えるけど。
True. It seemed to be when she was finally accepted as a member of the family and she accepted it herself. That's when she decided, yeah, I can do this. I still remember how happy she looked when Mom complimented her.
ようやく家族の一人になれたって気持ちなんだろうな。
And that's what caused her to go crazy?
暴走というか、離れていた時間を埋めるために宗介ともっと一緒にいるために尽くそうとしてるって印象を受けたな。
Maho, you're making a lot of sense. You're making an awful lot of sense. She does?
ああ。
I look over at Maho as I ruminate about Suzu. Despite how engaged she'd been in this conversation with me, her eyes and hands still haven't moved away from the arcade machine once as she continues to decimate her enemies. Guess she's just a good multitasker. Must take a lot of brain power for that.
新しい生活に慣れるまで気を張ってきた反動もあっただろうし、今は好きにさせてやるのが一番だと思うぞ。
I guess technically he doesn't really have to do anything until she actively tries something.
そんな不安そうな顔をするな。もうすぐ夏休みが終わって学園も始まる。そしたら家族の世話どころじゃなくなるだろ。自分が尽くして家族が喜んでくれているのをしばらく見ていればきっと満足する。そうなれば適当なところで落ち着いてくれるさ。
I don't know, but I kinda doubt that's gonna happen. Hopefully, yeah.
少し様子を見たらどうだ。私も機会があったらそれとなく話してみるから。
Thank you, Maho bro. Thanks. I'm really glad I asked her to help me. I feel a lot better about everything now. It feels a bit pathetic that I can't do anything to help, though.
見守ることができるって言った方がいいんじゃないか。前は一緒にいられなかったけど、今はそばにいるんだ。
Missed her for a very long time. Yeah, you're right, Maho. We're finally living together again. It's not perfect, far from it actually, but I am happy we're together. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me, Maho.
気にするな。私にとっても、すずとそうすけは実の兄弟みたいなものだからな。
Wanna try calling me Oni-chan then?
残念だが、どう考えても私の方がお姉さんだ。
Maho Oni-chan!
キモい。
Wow!
冗談だよ。
Hmm?
対戦記録で新レコード記録したんだ。
She did all that while listening to a guy talk about his problems. Oh, nice!
全国レコードを塗り替えたのは初めてだな。
Did you say national? Who were you just playing?
名前からすると、多分去年公式大会で優勝したプレイヤーみたいだな。
And all this while not even paying full attention. You beat a tourney champion? How the fuck did she manage that while holding a discussion with me?
ギリギリだったよ。
That's still super fucking incredible! Hey, why don't you compete in the next one of those tourneys? If you can beat that dude, you'd probably do well, don't you think?
公式大会か。
After she mutters that, her smile fades. What? Are you afraid you'll get your ass kicked?
いや、地域大会の開催地が遠いんだ。
Thank God we were born out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Okay. Well, that first part took a long time. Here we are. We'll do this, and then move on. I plop onto my bed and open up my cookbook. As I read through it, I fold the pages of recipes I want to try so I can bookmark them for later. Deciding what to make for the next day is so much fun, and imagining what would make Nissan smile the most is all the more so.
あれ
I sit right up after hearing a knock on my bedroom door.
ああ、ちょっといいかな。
Oh.
ナナル
I go over and open the door to confirm that it is indeed her. She seems a little jittery. Whatever it is, it must be something serious.
とりあえず立ち話もなんだから中で座って。いえ、いいです、ここで。
Calling her ma'am.
なんで敬語なの？脊髄反射かな。
Why would she have that reflex?
ナナルの本能は何を指したの？
All she does is laugh awkwardly. Her mannerisms are reserved. She seems worried about something.
大丈夫だよ、ナナル。え？夏休みの宿題まだ終わってないんでしょ？私、夏休みの宿題早く終わったから大丈夫だよ。
Excuse me. Yawned. Sorry. Not because of the game, I'm just tired.
ありがとう、すごく助かる。じゃなくて。
Stop steering the conversation, Suzu.
違うの？違うような、そうじゃないような。その宿題のことはありがたいんだけど、今日ここに来たのは違う理由で。
So something very serious, I take it.
違う理由って何？何か相談しにくいこと？まさかお父さんか兄さんがナナルにひどいことを。
Why would she come to that conclusion?
サスペンス系の見すぎというか、私のことじゃなくてすずのことなんだけど。
Nanaru's decided to be direct, unlike Sosuke.
私？
I immediately think about what I could have done wrong as I tilt my head in confusion. As she continues, her voice changes tone, presumably because of the expression on my face.
ねえすず、あんまり無理しないで。無理って家の用事とか私たちの世話とか。
Apologies, I skipped some of Suzu's line. Hold on.
無理って何を？
There you go. All good now.
無理なんてしてないよ。本当？うん、全然。私無理してるように見えるの？
Why are you questioning it, Suzu, if you really are certain you're doing it because you want to? An awkward silence descends after I throw the question back at her. Her eyes are swimming around, like she wants to say more but it's unsure whether she should say it.
ナナル、何でも言っていいよ。絶対怒ったりしないから。本当？
Nanaru, why are you being cute all of a sudden? And not creepy cute, just regular cute.
本当だよ。すずって貧乳だねって言っても？
She does, but come on, why are you saying that?
あ、
There you go, some of the Suzu from the other routes. The fuck was that?
すみません、ごめんなさい、ソーリー、そのようなことは思っておりません、本当にマジで。土下座？嘘嘘、そんなこと思ってないから。
I love that. I tried playing a little joke on her, but she took it so seriously she got on the ground and started begging for her life.
殺される。指と爪の間に針をぶっ刺される。
How on earth would she do that?
そんな拷問チックなことしないよ。なんで言いながら筆立てに手を伸ばすかな。
Suzu, please.
冗談冗談。それで相談って何？
After giving her a moment to catch her breath and calm down, she starts talking. Her eyes dart around nervously, like she's carefully choosing her words in her mind. Eventually she takes a deep breath and continues.
なんか最近のすず、自分のことよりも私たちのことばかり気にしてる感じがして。そうかな。
Yeah, kind of.
だから正直ちょっと心配になって。心配ってどうして？いつか自分のことより人のことを優先して体壊したり悲しい思いをしたり損をしたりするんじゃないかって。母さんも同じようなこと言ってた。
Wow, she talked to you about it. I take a moment to ponder after being hit with this unexpected revelation. If it was just my physical health they were worried about, that would be easy to respond to. I'd just say I'm aware and taking precautions, and that would be that. But they're worried about my mental well-being. I guess I've gotten them worried about me because of my actions. I'll have to change that and reassure them.
そうだったんだ。心配かけてごめんね。謝んないでって。もうそんな風に落ち込まれるかもと思ったから言いづらかったんだってば。
She can't help it, she is who she is. I almost apologize again, but quickly use my better judgment and swallow my words. She specifically softened the way she worded herself so she wouldn't hurt my feelings, so I owe it to her to do the same. Nothing would hurt her feelings more than a basic apology right now.
答えづらかったら言わなくてもいいんだけど、なんでそんなに頑張っちゃうの？頑張ってるつもりはないよ。これは本当。だけど、もし私が頑張ってるように見えるなら、多分幸せのエネルギーが溢れちゃってるからかな。幸せのエネルギーって？
What does she mean indeed?
ナナルはセリラを見るとすっごく幸せな気持ちにならない？胸の奥が満たされるみたいな。ご飯を一食ぐらい抜いても大丈夫ぐらいに。
Ah, yes. Doing an explanation even she could grasp. Good job, Suzu.
なる。新曲が出たら1食どころか3食抜いても大丈夫な気分になる。ご飯はちゃんと食べないとダメだよ。というのは置いといて、私も今そんな気持ちなんだ。それが毎日続いてるみたいな感じ。
Something's gonna happen. She's gonna go too far. I place a hand on my chest. I can feel a much stronger warmth than I've ever felt before. It's as if my feelings are adding their own heat to it. Back when my mum died, I muttered softly as I continue.
悲しかったけど、こうも思っちゃったの。私これからどうすればいいんだろうって。そりゃ親というか保護者的な人がいなくなっちゃった子供はみんなそう思うんじゃない？ありがとう。なんでお礼言うの？
Showing concern.
嫌な子って思われるかなって。
Oh.
なこと思わないって。私だってすずと同じような状況になったら同じことを思うだろうし。
So her father died, I guess, maybe? She quickly rushed to reassure me, which fills my heart with warmth. She's completely comfortable having this sort of heart-to-heart with me, and that makes me beyond happy.
私ね、今幸せなんだ。兄さんがいて、お父さんがいて、ナナルがいて、ママがいて、毎日楽しくて。でも幸せな時間って急に終わったりするの。お父さんとお母さんが離婚した時みたいに。
So she's trying to stop the new parents from divorcing?
幸せをくれる家族を幸せにしたくて。だから私、自分にできることをできる限り頑張って恩返ししたかったんだ。
Such a sweetheart.
でも嬉しくてちょっとやりすぎちゃったかも。恩返しでナナルやママを不安にさせちゃったら本末転倒だもんね。
This happiness in my chest is so strong that I just want to shout it out to the world. I can't sit still. My goal was to spread some of that happiness with the rest of my family, so that we'd all be happy.
恩返しってそれ変だよ。
Family don't need to repay anything.
変？そうそう。すずは気にしすぎなんだって。私たち家族なんだから、すずがそういうこと考えてるって思うと、あれだ、ほら、寂しいじゃん。ナナルは優しいね。
Deep down under her snarky, lazy, sarcastic self.
でもさっきも言ったけど、家族だからってずっと今みたいな関係でいられるって保証はないんだよ。夫婦は離婚しちゃったら他人同士になっちゃうし、兄弟もいつかは離れ離れになっちゃう。
When I was a little girl, I thought I'd be with Nissan forever and ever. I'd keep going to school with him, and even once we grew up, he'd always be there. Unfortunately though, reality is cruel, and I had to learn that the hard way. Maybe I'm still too afraid of everything falling apart to just relax and let myself be happy.
家族って結構簡単に壊れちゃうもん。だから私は壊れないように今を大事にしたいの。
How awkward does that make you feel? After hearing me out, she closes her eyes and just stands there for a moment. Eventually she opens her mouth.
おい。
It got way too serious. Yeah, it sort of did, didn't it?
重い。めっちゃ重い。アニメならいいけどリアルに聞くにはヘビー級のセリフだよそれ。なんなの、ヤンデレなの？すずはヤンデレなの？浮気したら殺されるの？そんくらい重いセリフだって自分で理解してないの？バカなの？死ぬの？
There you go, Nanaru being Nanaru, blunt.
死亡フラグ？別リエンドの前振り？冗談じゃない。悪いけど今時そういう泣きゲーうつゲーな展開のアニメは趣味じゃないの。
Definitely not, definitely not.
オタクのふわふわメンタルなめんな。指で押したらへこむくらいふわふわやで。キャラブレてるよ。
When has she not had character breakdowns? I feel like she's the one who's had them the most.
だいたい現代人は忙しいの。勉強、仕事、日々の暮らし、ストレス許容量がマッハ超えして発散しようにも休みもなければ金もない。
Well, it looks like I managed to find an outlet. I'm still alive.
日々のストレスを癒してくれるのは美少女がキャッキャウフフしてる甘やかし上等のふわふわ甘々日常系だけ。
Slice of life or bust, baby. I'm a big slice of life fan.
たまーにスパイスとしてシリアス展開が入るのはありだよ。 OK だよ。でもね、それは1話きりっていうのがお約束でしょ。次の話まで引き延ばすのは NG。
I wonder what point she's trying to make.
好きなあの子が無事に生き残るか1週間ハラハラしてたら余計なストレスたまるわ。このストレス社会でストレス倍率がどんどこだん。ぐだぐだシリアス続けないでくれよ。こっちは甘いもん食べたくて見てるのに、ケーキ食べてて中から激辛ソースが出てきたら切れるだろ普通に。
What the fuck is this?
ナナル、落ち着いて。落ち着いてるに決まってんでしょ。ラジカセで喋れるくらいクールだっつーの。元ネタがわかんないよ。
That's too retro. Nanaru's mad. She's super duper mad. I've never seen her get like this before, so I have no idea how to stop her.
いい？耳かっぽじってよーく聞きなさい。
Now she's the army drill commander.
私はあんたの姉で、あんたは私の妹。それはこの先何年何十年が経っても絶対変わらない絶対事実。今度そんなバカなこと言ったら本気で怒るからね。
Oh, now I see. This is sweet. in a roundabout way.
具体的にはすずお気に入り漫画キャラの顔全部にカイゼルヒゲ描いてやる。
Wait, that's a bit unfair.
なんて恐ろしいことを思いつくの。
We know that Nanaru is quite an awful person at times.
私の行動力甘く見るなよ。マジでやるからな。やるったらやるからな。
After that menacing grin, she closes her eyes and heaves a heavy sigh. Her face that curls into a sweet smile as she continues.
私、すずのこと好きだよ。
Hold up. This is getting a bit Yuri for me.
ごめんね。私ユリはちょっと。ボケんなやこの超真面目シーンで。
Motherfucker.
ごめん、なんかボケなきゃいけないかなって使命感がメラメラと。
Thank you.
くっそ、どっから降りてきたその使命感。いや、まあそういうのじゃないって。ほらもうあれだって。
She puts an arm around my shoulder and pulls me in close before continuing what she was saying.
まああれだ。もうちょっと肩の力抜きなよ。父さんも母さんもお兄ちゃんも当然私もすずのこと絶対見放したりしないから。ありがとう、ナナル。
Aw, good job, Nanaru. She needed to hear that.
いいってもんよ。家族じゃん。なんかナナルの慰め、あんまり女の子っぽくない感じがする。
Hey, she wears her heart in a sleeve. Not that she has sleeves.
そりゃすずの好きなアニメとか漫画とか小説を参考にしたからね。そっか。じゃあしょうがないね。でもどうして私の方が妹なの？
Maybe you're a bit smaller than Nanaru.
そりゃそうでしょ。誕生日だって私の方が早いし、雰囲気と立場的にも私の方がなんとなくお姉ちゃんっぽくない？
Nanaru, rein that back in. You may be more sexy looking, but you're definitely not more mature. In some areas you might be.
勉強は 私が教えてあげてるよ。
それはほら、長子より母体が出産に慣れてきた第2子、3子の方が優秀ってよく言うし。
What?
ナナルってたまに無駄な知識を披露するよね。
No shit, that is really weird.
人の知識を無駄と言い放つ鈴は結構容赦ない性格してるよね。
We find ourselves simply staring at each other for a short while. Eventually, we erupt into laughter. She looks like she's feeling a lot better now, and I'm sure I have just the same expression on my own face.
ありがとう、ナナル。
There you go. While Sosuke's busy, like, trying to work this shit out, Nana just comes straight into her face and just tells her what she needs to hear.
だからお礼なんて言わなくていいって、家族なんだしさ。心配しなくても今の私たちの関係は何があっても壊れたりなんてしないって。
I came at her claiming that families don't always stay together, and that she was swift to argue the opposite. Our outlooks may be different, but we both experienced a divorce when we were young. Oh, divorce, okay, never mind. Yet I get the feeling that she's overcome much more in life than I have. She has to have if she's still able to think this positively.
ナナルは強いね。
そう？
うん、すごく強いと思う。
If you were a boy, I might have fallen for you.
私がバトル系とかハードボイルドとかかっこいいものが好きなのは自分が弱いせいかも。
The desire to see my beloved big brother again was all that kept me going. But while I was sitting on my butt waiting for my Prince Charming to come save me, Nanaru was focused on overcoming her problems herself. I think that shows how strong-willed she really is.
何言ってんだか。個人的には趣味と人生を結びつけるのは正直嫌いなんだけど、私に言わせれば鈴の方がずっとタフじゃん。
私がタフ？
そう、私ってもともと一人っ子じゃん。でも鈴は生まれた時からお兄ちゃんがいたでしょ。それが何年も離れ離れとか辛いじゃん、普通に考えて。でも鈴はそういうの乗り越えてるわけだから強いに決まってるでしょ。
Plus, I feel she was rewarded with her reunion with her big brother. I want to tell her she's wrong, but I know I shouldn't. She's offering me praise. Brushing her off would be an insult to her and her judgment. That's the last thing I want to do, but...
だけど
The moment I realize I'm speaking aloud, I hurriedly clamp my mouth shut. Good thing I caught myself. I was about to say something I shouldn't.
なんでもない。ごめんね。
That was close.
ならいいけど、明日から家事とかやるときは私も呼んでよね。
ナナル、家事できるの？
She's gonna encourage you to be lazy.
大げさすぎるでしょ、その反応。
Nanaru doing housework? Eh? What is this fuck?
実は私魔法使いなのぐらいの告白をされたレベルの驚きだよ、それ。
ごめんね、なんだか意外で。ノーアルタカは爪を隠すってやつだったんだね。
ごめん、できない。昔ハンカチにアイロンをかける宿題でアイロン状の焼き跡作ったことがある程度の能力。
Sounds about right. That sounds like a very Nanaru thing to do.
ほぼ皆無か。
ストレートに言われると胸に刺さるわ。
Right in the kokoro.
大丈夫だよ。みんな初めは初心者なんだから。明日から一緒に頑張ろう。
鈴先生のスパルタ講義か。
Better get ready.
そんな厳しくしないよ。
I'd love it if she actually does end up being hard on her.
お手柔らかにお願いします、教官。
先生通り越しちゃったね。
いや、だってもうこんな時間。
Time to end this conversation. She points over to the clock on my wall, and I turn to look. It's way past our usual bedtime. It'll be hard to get up tomorrow if we stay out much later.
じゃあまた明日家事講習よろしくね。三日坊主にならないよう頑張ろうね。安心して三日坊主になんてならないから。
One of the laziest girls in the world.
私早いと3時間で飽きるから。
I know it. God damn it, Nana.
飽きるの早すぎるよ。じゃあまた明日。
Get ready for 1 minute of lessons. After that cheerful laugh, she leaves. I make sure my door is shut all the way, then breathe a sigh.
今が壊れるのが怖いから一生懸命になっちゃう。
Despite everything Nanaru just said to me, I'm already starting to have misgivings. I have a good idea as to why, too. It's Nanaru. She's strong and capable like Nissan is, and that's been influencing me. It made me deceive myself into thinking that getting stronger was what I needed to do.
変わりたくないからじゃなくて変わりたいと思ったからむしろ不安になっちゃったのかな。
Why don't I put myself in Nanaru's shoes for a moment? If I'd been living happily with my beloved big brother, and then all of a sudden one day some random girl appeared claiming to be his real sister.
私あんな風に励ませるかな。
Could I have put my arm around her, smiled, and reassured her that we'll always be family? I truly have to wonder if I'll ever be as strong as Nissan and Nanaru. I rack my brains for hours on end, but I'm no closer to a solution by the time morning rolls around. As per my discussion with Maho yesterday, I've decided to just let Suzu be. Or at least, that was the plan. I start to second guess myself not even a minute after waking up in the morning. I'm way too nervous. The anxiety I thought I was finally free from comes rushing back to me all at once. If Suzu's devotion to us gets any worse, things won't bode well for our family, especially Nanaru. She's already incapable of living without Suzu. And I'm more worried about Suzu herself, even more so. Having her serve her family is one thing. My parents, Nanaru, myself, we all love her. But if she were to start going out with some douchebag, she might end up doing this guy's bidding. Oh no, hell no! I'd never give my sister over to some asshole who'd treat her like some disposable tool. But wait, what kind of guy would I allow her to date? He'd have to be hot for sure. Suzu's a real beauty, so I wouldn't want some uggo giving their kids bad genes. Oh no. If Suzu has kids, then they'll be my nieces or nephews. They say attractive people live life on easy mode, and I want my sister's kids having the best life possible. But he can't be too hot, otherwise I'll get compared to him, and that'd suck hard. Yeah, she's gotta go get herself a plain guy. Maybe an average looking nice guy type? Bit like you, Sosuke, yeah? Wait, don't those types usually get super popular once they become adults? He might become some shitbag father who's out every night cheating on his wife with random women. I understand the nice guy progressing, because I am one. The more I think about this, the fewer potential grooms Suzu is left with. Hold up, why am I even thinking about this? She's still in school. It's way too early for her to be worrying about guys and marriage and kids and all that shit. It is, isn't it? I frown, questioning myself as I put my pajamas on. After finishing, I head to the living room for breakfast, still pondering what to do about Suzu all the while. What do I find upon arriving? Morning!
Nanaru! しっかりして!
Huh?
Nanaru!
戻ってこいナナルー
Even 1 minute seems to be too much for her. Everyone's just screaming and I don't fucking know why. What's going on? What happened to Naru? I don't see her.
ナナルが料理を覚えたいって言い始めたから一緒に料理してたんだけど
Why would you put Nanaru near fire?
最初は自分磨きだーって張り切ってたけど、だんだん口数が減っていって。
最終的には自分磨きって自分をすり減らすことなんだねと言いながら消えた。
Oh no. Come back, Nanaru! What are we listing as her cause of death? Self-improvement? Probably the first person in human history to go out that way.
そんなわけあるか
Oh, she's alive! You're alive? Nanaru suddenly flies into the living room in a fit of rage. I mean, I'm glad she's alive, but like... Everything okay, Nanaru? You look kind of worn out there.
実はすずに教えてもらいながら作った料理がこちら
Nice. Let's see how it... what? I look in the direction she's pointing at and almost gag. It's jet black, but like, there are these weird glistening dots of deep purple mixed within it. It's the kind of substance you might expect to see on the floor at a bar near closing time. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, someone thrown up, yeah. Is this an eggplant that got possessed by the devil?
卵焼きだよ
Wow. How in hell? I'm not seeing any egg in that. And I don't think it's physically possible for eggs to be transformed into this hellspawn.
お兄ちゃん食べる
Hell no! Oh, no, 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 no. That thing ain't fit for human consumption.
ひどくない
いやー、これはちょっと俺でも無理だ
When not
すまない
even your father wants to have it, even as a courtesy, you know you've made something awful.
子供の頃に一緒に料理したこともあったのに、何がどうしてこうなった
Like her brain is a sieve. It all sleeked out.
ひどい
Aw, poor Nanaru. She can give us those teary eyes all she wants, but I don't think any one of us is going to step up and offer to eat that black, ugly omelette of abortion.
大丈夫だよナナルだってナナルは失敗した料理をちゃんと自分で味見したよ
Nah, I don't think she did.
本当に料理ができない人は自分が料理をできないことを認めたくないから味見とかしないんだよそっかじゃあ私が料理上手になれる可能性はゼロじゃな
Oh my god, you're sweating bullets. Are you sure you're okay?
お兄ちゃん私のお兄ちゃんになってくれてありがとう
Stop that! You're foretelling your own death!
ナナルしっかりしてナナル
Nanaru, don't die!
早く吐かせないと
救急車呼ぶか
わーいセリラだセリラがいる
Oh no, she's crossing over.
幻覚見始めちゃった
The ambulance then came and took Nanaru off to hospital. Men in special protective suits from the military or something came and sealed her omelette in an iron box before loading it up in some heavily guarded vehicle and taking off. What the fuck? Oh, we're still going. This might hit our 2-hour limit. Several days later, after Nanaru was finally released from the hospital.
登校日前に退院できてよかった
Are you though? I'm currently trudging down the asphalt road under the blistering summer sun, clad in my school uniform. Nanaru and Suzu are right beside me.
大丈夫ただの登校日なんだし今日はやっぱり休んだ方が
I'm with Suzu. It's still not too late to go back.
平気だってそれにサマコミ戻ってからしばらく B 県のみんなと会ってないから会いたいし
Yeah, I don't think they did the fireworks, did they? Because that's the lovers' route. I guess cancelling club, citing the reason that nerds can't handle hot weather would have been bad in its own way.
分かったでも具合悪くなったらすぐに言ってねはーい
You know, I really wonder where they took that omelette off to.
普通に捨てられたんじゃないの自分で言ってて悲しくなるけど
I don't think I've ever seen an anime where the horrible cooking gets taken away by like men in biosuits. That's a bit extreme. Not very sure they could have done that.
お医者さんたちの反応を見てたらそれだけで終わるとは思えないんだけど
I guess who knows what sort of creature might have eaten it.
何それ一体どんな反応だったの
Or maybe they think it's alien life. You'd very clearly been poisoned by something, but no matter how much they tried to identify the poison, they just couldn't.
先生たちすごく不思議な顔してたよ。
And this from just making an omelette. You could use that omelette to get away with fucking murder.
私の料理は最近兵器扱い。
Pretty much. They said they even called in the world-renowned doctors from some big-name university to help solve the mystery.
ちゃんと食べられるものしか入れてないのに、なんでああなったんだろう。
It is what it is.
一種の才能かもしれないね。マジで私隠れた天才だったの。
If you were a hidden genius of killing people. Not sure making poisonous food is a skill to be proud of.
どこかの過激な武装集団が目をつけてスカウトに来るとか。
Don't do that. Don't you dare. Please no.
武装集団
Suzu, don't encourage her. Suzu, no. That is not something to get excited about. I can only pray that in several years' time, Nanaru's cooking experiment doesn't revisit us in any weapon of mass destruction. As we talk, we continue trotting down the route to school.
はあ、あと夏休みも半分か。今年の夏はサマコミ行ったり入院したり、いろいろあったな。
Don't forget your part-time job at the beach house. You were only in the hospital for 3 days.
入院は入院でしょ。
That's 3 days of lost time, isn't it?
長引かなくて本当によかったね。
Eventually, we find ourselves walking among a crowd of other students. Not long later, Maho comes running over to us.
そうすけ。
おはよう、魔法姉ちゃん。おはようございます。
おはようってナナル、もういいのか？入院したって聞いたが。
She nearly died, didn't she? How did they cure her then if the poison was unidentified?
大丈夫大丈夫。念のための入院だったから。
Okay, if that's the case, that's fine.
それならいいんだが、どうして入院したんだ？食べ物にでも当たったのか？
だいたいそんな感じ。
Oh, Nanaru.
そうか。今年の夏は例年より暑いから食べ物が傷みやすくなるっていうしな。
Is that how that works? We can only dryly laugh in response. Sorry for throwing the blame on you, Mother Nature. As I'm thinking that, though, Maho suddenly stops in her tracks.
Huh?
What's up, Maho?
いや、なんだか視線を感じて。
視線って？
What?
あっち側。
Is it Kisu senpai? Hmm? I look over in the direction she's pointing and spy a group of guys from our school I don't know if I know or not. Fuck! Look the other way, guys! We're not looking. No, we are not. Could you be any more suspicious? The second we look at them, they'll start all acting fidgety. Some immediately stare at the ground, others off in the distance.
なんかあっちの男子集団もこっち見てるような。
You're a small group of very attractive young females. It's only natural that they be drawn to you.
どこ？あっちあっち。
Suzu and I immediately look where she's pointing. Ah, she looked this way. Ah, they're staring, bros. Oh wait, they're staring, bros. It's another group of guys from our school, eyeing us and whispering while huddled together.
なあ、そうすけ。今あいつらこっち見たって言ってなかったか？
Well, we did look at them.
いや、というか、鈴があっちを見た瞬間に反応したような気がするんだが。
Oh, Suzu's become Miss Popular all of a sudden.
私？鈴の顔になんかついてる？
No, I don't think that's it.
そんな風に顔をじーっと見られたら恥ずかしいよ。
Oh, but you're so cute.
照れてる照れてる。もう私で遊ばないで。それに私が見られてるとは限らないよ。ナナルを見てるかもしれないし。じゃあすず、周りをぐるって見回してみたら？アイドルみたいな笑顔でさ。アイドルみたいな笑顔？こんな風にニコーって。
Suzu follows our resident idol lover's example and smiles sweetly.
お、いいねいいね。それじゃあその笑顔をキープしたまま周囲をくるって見回してみよう。
Look at that sweet smile. At Nanaru's urging, Suzu maintains that darling smile and does a little twirl. Oh! 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 They just did the wave with their voices. Not sure what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
やっぱりみんな鈴を見てたんだな。
She's beyond confused at the reaction. In fact, I can see a visible fear in her eyes as she surveys the crowd. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the crowd is growing in size too. Hold up, where are all these people coming from?
しかもみんな鈴を見てる。
私何もしてないよ。殺しとか盗みとか薬とか何もないよ。
I don't think that's what it is, Suzu, don't worry. What is this? CSI Japan edition? Those are words you'd never expect to hear out of such a cute, adorable little girl's mouth. Real talk though, what's going on here? I could understand if they were staring at Nanaru, but they're not.
え、なんで？
Probably worried about whether or not you're gonna blow up the school on accident.
卵焼きか。卵焼きなの？っていうかいつの間に広まったの？
卵焼き？卵焼きがどうかしたのか？
Maybe you shouldn't tell her. It's nothing. Let's just go to school.
ああ。
Whew. Alright. So that's gonna be it for today.
ブックマークしていいの？
I'm not sure how much Suzu's route's gonna go on for. But I think, if anything's to go by, Nanaru's was 3 parts. Or 3 streams. So who knows how long it might take in the
ゲームを
end.
終了するの？
So anyway guys, I'm going to be right back. And we're going to go on to Genshin Impact for a bit. I'm feeling quite tired. I don't know how long I'll stream it for. And whether I will get around to doing Muse Dash or not. But we'll see what happens. So just stick around guys and I'll be back shortly.